Alright guys, this is your shelter unit. We're going to start off with a very basic shelter. You can use this anytime camping. I'm going to give you product recommendations even though this product is not required to be able to do this kind of a thing. In fact, I can do it with this Lowe's blue tarp. It's got the felt on one side, this, and one of those little Mylar emergency blankets, along with the rope and stuff that I put in here. This one is Arcturus Outdoor Gear. I got this on Amazon. It is a grabber style blanket. It's tarp like that, but a lot thicker material inside. I've got my ridge line. I've got 2 toggles. This is all you need. Here you go. This bag, which is really cool, I like this bag. Put some browse in that, foliage, things like that. Zip it up, you've got a pillow. But this is the actual item. Opens up. Into a reflective blanket. Right? You use this. Wearing it, it'll reflect your body heat. A lot of it, actually. I think 80%. It is waterproof. I'm getting warm right now. It is waterproof, and we'll use that as a shelter right now. Two toggles in your ridge line. Your ridge line is going to be about 20 feet long. I think this one's a little bit shorter because I'm going to use these two uprights. You make it up just like I showed you earlier, so you can pull it out quick and easy. I put a toggle on this end, but you can just put a knot. I just use it to grab onto. It's only on this end. Anyway, you pull it out, and you find midpoint. Stand in the midpoint between your two. From there, pull out to one side. You get into one side, you're going to make a slip knot about 6 to 8 inches shy of your anchor point. Pull it around. Pull up a loop from that, and then pull it tight. Easy. Actually, you're going to want this to be about waist high. Same on this side. About 6 to 8 inches shy. Add your slip knot. Pull it around. Pull it up. Like that. What you're going to use to do the extra is tie off your tarp. I'm going to take it on the short side. Here's the reason for it. I'm not going to be able to lay out on the short side. But if this is a survival shelter, I'm not going to want to lay out. If it's cold, I'm not going to want to lay out. I'm going to want to conserve all my body heat and bring everything in. This toggle will be used in just a minute. Check this out. Done. Oh, I should have done it on this side first. Haha. try to make them as even as possible, but sometimes that does not work. See? Still good. I'm just going to tie a prusik hitch. I'll show you that one too. Round 1, round 2, pull over, 1, 2, on that side. Even everything up. You've got a tightening knot right there. See how much extra, there's a stump here I gotta be careful of. See how much extra I've got out here? That's what you want. Get out underneath. Just let it go backwards. All you need is this ridge. Let's go back even further. I still have enough, and I'm under, to wrap up a little bit with. Leave it out. Double it up. See what I'm making here? I have my fire right here, about 1.5 to a foot out from the ridge line. Nice and warm, reflected fire heat. Go. I'm gonna set it up long ways to see how you guys think about that. Right, 4 toggles. These are probably a little bit too small. You want them, this is the largest one. You want them no smaller than your hand. You probably would do best if you did it by a hand span all the way up there. But these will work. First things first, I'm going to put a toggle back into this one right here. We'll bring it up. So you guys, just so you guys can see. Not that hard. cool things. You get a bite. A bite, in nautical terms, is just a bend in a rope. Straight. That's a bite. You put the end of the bite to your grommet. Put the toggle on one side, pull tight. Tie it back up if you want to. That one doesn't have a lot of tension in it. It holds by tension, so that's important. When I bring it over here, it'll have a lot more. I need actually to pull it a little closer. That's what I'll do. Pull it just a little closer. Right. Now, same thing on this side. Make a bite, pull it through the grommet, put the toggle through the bite, pull tight. There you go. And you can use the other toggle up here to tie off to. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Summertime, you would flip the tarp. This would be the entrance. This would be what you would shelter under, and you would reflect the sun's heat back out. Summertime. So there you go, 4 toggles, piece of rope, and a grabber or heavy-duty emergency blanket. Put that up, show me in pictures or video, preferably video, for credit for this section of this unit. Thanks, guys. All right, for the long one, you've got to lower the ridge line considerably to be able to make it work. You're just going to basically put a burrito into yourself. I can put this a little bit shorter, lower to the ground, really, depending on how much heat I wanted to keep in and how warm I wanted to be. But it does a really good job. I'm not getting rained on all that much. I can pull the corners in. Right. Lock it between my 2 feet. And wait out the storm. That's how you do it. It is one of the simplest of shelters, but it's the first one you learn when you want to go out there and live a little bit closer, spend time a little bit closer to the woods, where you so you can do some of these things. This is not a tent, it's just a tarp, but it's a tarp that you can use in a very, very good and strong way. I put a stake out here because I had the opportunity. It was low enough to the ground and I had enough string, so I put a stake out there. You can get these in a lot of different colors. Orange is probably the best one for a survival shelter. I don't do much survivaling. But here you go. And it's an easy takedown too. So then undo the rest of the knots. Therein lies your toggle. I would actually suggest go double up your toggles. And I'll show you why right now. I'm going to do what's called a beaver chew. I'm just going to cut in at an angle. Here's your some knife skills. This is a brand new cut branch. So it kind of flares out a little bit. I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side, cutting off those flare outs. Alright, clean it up a little bit. Keep doing that until it snaps. And you got it broke. This, by the way, is the toggle cut of the tri-stick. You just keep going. You do it more surface, and so it's more flattened angles to make the toggle notch. It's also pre-ended. Oh, where'd you fall? There you are. Because you don't want flat. You want them at an angle there. So now I've got 2 more toggles. And I'll show you what you need for 4. This was exceptionally easy to put back together, by the way, to fold up back the right way. Creases are prominent. Got everything I need. This is my shelter. I can put this in a backpack or whatever. It's got everything I need as far as weather protection goes, at least here in the southern eastern woodlands, southeastern woodlands. Have fun. Alright, so here's how you're going to roll up your cord. You're going to have your 4 toggles, put them in here. Have your rope, because this is a specific end. I put it here. What I'm going to do is, well, actually I can put it there. What I'm going to do is, it's called hanking. See the cross? The cross is very important. You will not get tangled up with this. It just won't happen. The system, the way this works, just doesn't work that way. I've got a considerable length of extra. Take them off of my fingers. Now, one, tight, 2, first toggle, down. I'm holding onto the toggle here. Next one, next to it. Next to it. Next to it. Get to the point where you're coming over, pull back some, put it in, tighten it down. There's your rapid ridgeline ready to go with toggles in hand. Each one is individually wrapped. You can actually pull the toggle out one at a time. It'll loosen up everything and it'll fall apart. There you go.